Welcome to Local SEO Today. I'm Roger Murphy.
And I'm John Vong.
We want to welcome you to our podcast today, talking to business owners in really every type of industry, because we want to talk about search engine optimization, and we want to talk about it as it relates to or compares or contrasts to trade shows. And John, I know we're going to talk about trade shows in a minute here. You've done them, I've done them, we've done them, but there are pros and cons to everything. But we're going to talk about trade shows today.
Yeah, trade shows are, traditionally a great way to get in front of your prospective buyers, right? People would fly and travel from all parts of the world to meet with you, right? As a vendor or a supplier or a new product or whatever it may be, right? So you got a lot of active, engaged prospects.
Yep.
And that's the whole point of being a part of a trade show that is very industry specific.
That's right. It's almost like being part of a community. And you and I, John, we've done different verticals, and because we're a search optimization, we're a boutique ad marketing agency. We help all different types of verticals. But we've been into, we've been to the dental association meetings where there's been 15,000 people attending. We've been to plumbing associations. We've been to pest control. We do lots of different industries. But I will say that I'm not saying a disappointment, but trade shows really do not provide the response. They don't provide the return on your investment the way search engine optimization does. And I'm going to say it and there's lots of benefit to trade show, but the truth is SEO is being found for a particular key phrase that a ready to buy active buyers looking for on the internet, on Google at any particular time. When you're talking about trade shows, John, you're talking about staffing, you're talking about building the booth. Many booths are easy. It's so hard to get away for less than 5 to 10,000, and the sky's the limit. You go to some of these trade shows at the car manufacturers, John, you're $250,000, $1 million for a booth. And I know that's at one other end of the scale. But if you're talking about the cost involved, you really want to question, boy, oh boy, where can we efficiently use our marketing dollars to get in front of the buying public?
Exactly. And you hit it right in the nail, because all those people that are going to the trade show, are they serious? Are they in it for the right reason? What's the purpose of them going to that show? Are they ready to buy at that time, or are they informational gathering? Is it 2, 3, 5 years down the line? Are they just starting a business? You don't know where they are in that journey, right?
Exactly.
But you've invested so much time and effort for you to get a prime location. You spent a lot of money setting it up, making it look beautiful, have signage, man the booth, fly in from all parts of the world to actually reside there. So then you got to pay for rent, like hotel, then you got a food,
cabs, Ubers. Oh my God, it goes on. So there's the hard costs and then the soft costs. And I don't think, John, we've ever gotten away for anything less than, truthfully, $6,000. And that's on the low end. I know industries where to buy your booth is 15, 20,000, and then $250,000 for some of them. Then they have to be stored. That's the other thing too. After a trade show, they have to be put back into crates and then taken away, and you're paying storage fees every month till the next show. So at the end of the day, here's a frustrating thing with trade shows. Even though, yes, everyone in your industry is there and you're like, the energy's up and it's like, this is great. Got another great show. Good to see you, Joe. I haven't seen you in a year. Other vendors, people go and they attend and they exhibit because the competition's there. And that's not necessarily the right reason to go, but they feel I should go because everyone else is there. And what happens, and we've seen it the last 2 shows we went to, John, all the people you want to meet and greet, they're in their own meetings and training sessions. Yeah. So overall, over a 2 or 3 day period, you have maybe 3 hours FaceTime, and everything else they're in these other. They're doing course professional development, speakers, and where are we? We're out on the floor waiting for them to come out, have a coffee break, so we could have a chance to talk to them.
Exactly.
How frustrating is that as a trade show? You're, as the owner of a business, paying for all these costs, and the people you want to be in front of, They're not even there.
Exactly. So that whole industry is transforming during this pandemic, right?
Yep.
There's not a lot of live trade shows going on today. And maybe businesses are changing their ways, they're reallocating their marketing budgets, because ultimately you as a business owner, and usually these are B2B type of business owners, right? That are in trade shows. It's great. You're in an industry. You're very specific. You have all these C-level owners that are active buyers that you think are going to go there, and you're going to be bombarded with all these people that are actively buying. But then you think about it, you have to be positioned well. You have to have great signage. You have to lure them into your booth for you to have an opportunity to speak to them, right? Because there's 500 other vendors doing the exact same thing, right? So what's your call to action? How do you get them to come to you? We gave away iPads, watches, right? Watches or whatever. We were giving things away just to lure people in, and it was not as effective. Like everything we've done was industry. That was the best thing they advised us to do, and it didn't work.
And it seems like trade shows, the idea of going because you always did it, I think that it's built into your marketing budgets. You kind of go, really? So we spent $5,000, $8,000, $25,000, $250,000 at this. Is there a more productive way to get in front of the buying public? And I have to say, if you know, and we know that 95% of us use Google, and well over 90% of us use or only go to page one, you have you've got a vehicle that can put you, and if you do it properly, can put you in front of the buying public at the moment they're ready to make a purchase or get serious about getting a quote. So SEO works all year long, ready to go whenever someone's ready to buy. So it just makes so much sense. And I do get it, the trade shows, we get to travel. I love to go to the big city, and then we go for dinners and we have drinks, and my suppliers take me for dinner and stuff. I get it. But it is hugely inefficient when it comes to time spent versus the return on your investment.
And I think that's ultimately what it's about, right? As a business owner, how much can I spend to get the best return on your investment, right?
Exactly.
And how much is my time worth, right? Because that one-time fee that you're paying to do the trade show, build it, fly there, be manning it, give away content, and it's tiring, right? It's exhausting, standing an entire day talking to a lot of people that you don't even know what's going to happen once they leave, right? And then you're like, that one time, one weekend, 1 week, whatever it was, after that week goes by, after the month, there goes the opportunity. You're never going to hear from them again. And it's like in magazine ad, or it's a radio ad, or it's a flyer. Once you deliver it, if they're not ready at that time of purchase, they're not going to remember you.
It was lost opportunity. Right? Yeah. It's so true.
And so you've invested so much money, right?
That's it. So at the end of the day, if you've got a sales team, would the sales team love to get inbound leads, quality leads coming in on a regular basis because of someone finding them on Google year round versus, well, we went to the show and I collected 100 business cards and I'm going to follow up with these guys. A sales rep, the best sales reps stay at companies where they get leads coming in and they can convert these buyers into clients. So by doing quality SEO, you're actually helping your sales team to be more efficient as well.
Exactly. And you're building authority as an industry leader, right? There's more long-term, benefit from it versus short-term ad spend, right? Because you actively have to be proactive. This is waiting for inbound leads that are your ideal type of clients.
Right? And I want to say that trade shows have a purpose, just as radio or television or different other medias, they have a purpose, but that purpose might very well, John, be more brand awareness today versus actually finding ready to buy customers. The ultimate, that's the ultimate what any business wants. Branding is important as well, yes, but the linchpin of everyone's marketing efforts it has to be where you get the most return on your investment. It's nice to do a trade show, but it's imperative to do search optimization.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Roger. That was a great episode.
John, thank you to the listeners, and thank you, John, for your time. Please subscribe to the podcast. We try and bring valuable information to the marketplace on a regular basis, so you'll see us and you'll hear from us on a regular basis. But John, you brought some great ideas forward today. Thank you for your time, and we'll see everyone again on Local SEO Today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.